Let me read my brother's super cap because I really appreciate it. Shout out to Grown Man Talking. Already became the sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. Grown Man Talking. Shout out to GMT. Thank you, bro.
No captivity.
GMT say, my guy, no cap. It was a blessing having you on the show Sunday. Had some great feedback. Blessings. Thank you, bro, man. Hey,
no cap.
Just in case some of y'all don't know, I was on Grown Man Talking's show last Sunday, and I had a blast, man. Shout out to Grown Man Talking, and shout out to his entire panel, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. I had a great show. I had a great time on his show. A lot of different opinions, very opinionated panel. Thank you for even giving me that warm embrace, GMT. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to Grown Man Talking's channel yet, make sure y'all go subscribe to Grown Man Talking. It's an excellent brother, excellent channel.
GMT and Mingo.
Hey!
He should come on the panel. Like, he should definitely come on the panel.
Come on up here, sir. Come on up here. By the way, is this a love offering or is this
no,
indentured servitude?
That's my dog. Those are for minutes.
No, don't influence him. He can
no, that's my partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
What up, Grown Man Talking? Appreciate you. Let me see. Grown Man Talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man Grown Man Talking right there. Y'all can see that. That's the name of his channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. That I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He could have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate your grown man talk.
What is going on? What is going on? You too. We are live. We are live. We are back in the building. And shout out to you. What up? What up? What up? So as y'all can see, I got a panel with me on our 50th episode of Open Conversation. Shout out to that. I'm excited. Get it going. So as you can see, I have Brittany ain't new no more. We can say Brittany old. Brittany done, you know what I'm saying? She done been here yesterday, so she old news. As you can see, I got Shayna with me. What up, Shayna? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Hey.
So, first, for those of y'all don't know, Shayna helped me a lot with this show, especially in the beginning of it, to put it together. So thank you so much, Shayna, for helping me with the way you are, because with your assistance, it helped grow the channel as well. Also, I would love for you to introduce yourself and let the audience know who you are. Let us know about your YouTube and what you got going on. Let's get everybody over there to subscribe.
Okay, sure. So I'm Shayna. Hey, everybody. I've been in corporate for 13 years. That's where I met Mingo. I am a licensed nail technician. I am a gym girly. So if anybody wants to work out, just head over to my page and we can get some things going. And then I'm glad to be here. I'm glad Mingo.
Hold up, you're breaking up just a little bit. Is it me? Hold up. Yeah, your audio just went off. Could y'all hear me? Or
I can hear you. I can't hear her.
hold up. Do me a favor, hit mute and then go unmute real quick and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. Y'all didn't hear nothing I said?
No, the last thing we heard was
Jim Babe. After Jim Babe, and go to your page because maybe I
Uh,
stopped listening when you said Jim. But yeah.
Okay, let me redo it. So I'm Shayna. I've been working in corporate for 13 years. That is where I met the lovely Mingo at. I'm a gym girly. I work out 4 times a week. So if you want to, ever need any gym tips or you just want to work out, you can head to my page and we can link and we can do that. I am a licensed nail technician. I have a jewelry business for all of the ladies that's interested. And I'm just excited to be here. Mingo has been trying to get me on for a while now. And I'm not like big on talking. I'm not a big speaker, but I'm so happy to be here on his 50th. So I'm glad to be here.
Welcome.
I love it. I love it. Welcome. And I had to introduce the first, new panelist, but we have to give a very special Kit. Come on camera, please, while I give this special announcement about you, because and the hair's done and all of that with your horrible Wi-Fi. You gotta love it, yo.
Is my Wi-Fi horrible again?
Always. But
this
what I'm
crazy.
gonna do is I'm gonna gift you a gig service. So
I can't with you.
So listen, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
sis.
birthday.
Thank you so kindly.
I'm gonna have to call you later
I
and play a
gotta give
birthday
the
song.
real horns. I gotta give the real horns. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
And your birthday, much blessings, much respect. Kid,
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, I really want to thank you for everything you've done to this channel as well. You've been here supporting for months on end. And I remember the first day I met you, I had an argument with you, but I fell in love with you that same day. I said, that's my people.
It wasn't an argument. It was more of a, coming to the, to the table, meeting of the minds, disagreeing, amicably, and now we're here. You
Oh,
know,
that's
we started from the table. Now we're here.
If
I ain't
that's
never
what you
seen
want to call it.
amicable.
What?
If that's what you want to call it.
It's my
Well,
birthday. I'm gonna call it whatever I want to.
Whatever you want,
yes,
boo.
yes, you can. Yes, you can. So shout out to you. Much respect. And I love you always well.
You know,
Thank you
I
so
love
much for
everything.
being a part
I
of this channel.
appreciate
So
you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. You know, I was super excited. Like I've been, well, so you know, it's my birthday, so I've been kind of like on the move. And I told everybody, I said, look, before 5, after 7-esque, I'm good. But I need to pop on because I didn't want to miss the 50th episode. I think that's just, I mean, just to see from where we started and just the accumulation of everything. It's like, this is awesome. And super happy to be a part of it and super happy to be here with you guys today. So 44 is looking amazing.
Yes,
and
it
you
is.
look amazing. You look amazing too, and I love to hear. So let's get it.
you.
Let's get it. Let's get it. People in the audience are starting to wish you a happy birthday.
Finally.
So yeah, she said, "Well, finally, yo, you stupid." So shout out to that. We got our girl Britt in the building. What up, Britt? Talk to the people.
What's up? What's up? I'm not a huge talker. I just came, to give. Oh, I'm about to say the professor. Can't give me a shout out for his 50th. So I'm not a huge talker, but I'm here. We're gonna make it.
Oh,
do
you
what
gonna
it do.
talk? You gonna talk? You gonna talk today? I'm gonna trigger you.
I
so
always
with
say not today, Satan. Okay.
not today, Satan.
My
All
lie.
right.
She got on the shirt. I was already ready. She got on the shirt.
She got it on. She got it on. All right. And since I got the ladies on the roll, hold up before I move. My guy who was on the panel
One time for
just
the birthday
gave
kid. One
a
time for the birthday kid.
$100 super chat. Shout out to Block Chain in the building.
Thank you so much.
Yo,
I love you.
my guy who was sitting down there patiently waiting his turn gave a $100 super chat in respects to our girl's birthday. Shout out to you, Blockchain, my brother. And thank you, man. Thank you for always. You keep Meet to Marry going. You know what I'm saying? With all the funding that you help support this channel, Meet to Marry stays alive because of that. So shout out to you, my guy. I wanted to go to Professor. What up, man?
I hear you, bro.
Yeah, you on mute. You look like you double muted.
No, I said, you want to go
There
to
you
Candace first?
Well, I was going to go to the ladies first, but let's do that then. Let's go to the ladies. Let's keep the ladies going, and then let's go to Candace. Candace, what up? What up?
Hi.
Let's talk about the book.
Yes. So I feel geeked out because I actually use my own book in one of my school assignments. So it's like in there, like it's like in there. So it's becoming surreal just with different people coming to me and asking me about it. And if you guys get it, make sure you pay attention to, well, when you guys get it, make sure
Here
you
we
pay
go.
attention to the dedications. That was really special for me. And I'll be releasing the paperback. I have some more edits to make, and then my baby Jerome is going to do the forward, and I'm not even going to see the forward before I have it printed. So that's going to be good. It is called Beyond Words, and it is on Amazon. I have the Amazon Kindle copy there, and soon I'll be releasing the paperback.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Love it, love it, love it. Shout out to that. And always love to see our brown skinned folk doing major things. So shout out to you, Candace. Much love, much respect.
Absolutely.
But since you wanted to wait, Professor, I'm gonna go to Blockchain. Blockchain, my what up, man? Talk to the people, man. What's good?
Same old champ. Nothing new, nothing special. Just awesome as always.
There we go, man. That's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? With us on our 50th episode of Open Conversation. Shout out to that. And Professor, what up, my brother?
Peace and pan fried chicken. No, what's going on, panel? Kit, happy mother loving birthday. Happy Reggie Jackson birthday. I remember the first time I met you, we shared pizza. I knew it was the start of a beautiful relationship.
Yes.
I ain't seen Kit smile like this ever.
Y'all shared a piece of what?
Let me explain something to you all. It has been
pizza.
like, yes, we had pizza when we first met. We all
said a
went
pizza. I didn't know what that piece of was.
Oh,
Piece of.
not piece of. Piece of. No, to be completely honest, guys, this year, this year has been going amazing. Like when you're reinventing yourself, corporates, just a whole bunch of, different things that have been going on. And just to be able to say that I'm here in a space that, I'm always good and comfortable in, but then just also being good in my own space, it really makes a huge difference for how this year is really turning out for me. So thank you for all the love. The smiles are genuine. And I told everybody, literally, I promise you, because everybody said, well, what are you doing for your birthday? What are you doing? Between 5 and 7 on Sunday, I'm busy. Anytime before or after, you got me. But I wanted to make sure I was here with my fam and just really connect with you guys. So I love you all and I appreciate you definitely.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And then real quick, Britt, welcome. I like, to keep my name on your mouth. I like that. I heard that Freudian slip. So keep Professor's name on your mouth. Keep it right there on that bottom lip,
man.
right there. Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? Jesus.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
She almost said Professor earlier, but then she said your name. She said, no, I mean GMT. So I said keep my name on her mouth. That's all.
Okay.
So,
she forgot GMT. She was thinking about Professor, but you got Tia Mowry on your shirt.
But like Elvis said, I'm always on her mind. Yeah, I had to bring it back to where I originated from. My love for Tia Mowry. That sort of waned a little bit, but I'm back on the right standing. But also, real quick, Wednesday, the TDP live experience. I am dropping a live video. I am sitting down with a retirement specialist, someone who speaks or talks about how to about 401ks, HSAs, and how to build wealth in the community. So I'll be sitting down with her on Wednesday at 8:30 on the TDP live experience. So I don't do live, so this will be one and only times. I'm like the McRib sandwich that I'll be doing lives. So I'll have a live Wednesday at 8:30.
Well, we got to get you doing more lives, man. This is where it's at. So let's get that going. But
Hey, if Rogan can tape his, I can tape mine.
Yo, you something else. Oh man. So all right. I wanted to have fun with this show. I wanted this episode because it's a special episode. We don't got to get into nothing crazy, but let's just get into a few topics. I'm going to start with a topic, right? And we could discuss it for a few minutes. And then however the topic goes, it goes. So we don't necessarily got to stay on topic. If someone else has a question or something that they want to add or ask to try to get into different topics on this episode, let's do that. Let's enjoy this 50th episode and Kit's birthday. Also, by the way, Kit's Cash App is inside of the comment section. Kit Grimes. So please donate. Help your sister out. Celebrate her birthday. That's what's up. I'm about to drop a Cash App for her as soon as this live stream ends. So make sure y'all donate, get her so she can have a good birthday on us. Shayna, you there? You there with us?
I'm here.
She like, I'm here. I see the black screen. All right. So let's your screen is blacked out.
Oh God.
So maybe your camera, it might be that your camera's off. I don't know. Okay, I see look like you're trying to come back.
She must be at the gym.
That's always you. It's always you.
I'm probably where you need to be.
Oh,
maybe drop yourself down and then come back on.
You can't talk if we can't see you. But at the end of the day,
I can still hear you though.
I know you can. It's like the voice of God. I was just at the gym today paying my bill.
Oh man.
Not much.
Professor been on it, Lord. I love it.
Jesus.
Shane,
Oh,
I don't know what gym you go to, but I am a Gold's girly currently, and I do have another one at Fitness Connection. So if you ever want to
Okay, yeah, I'm a fitness connection girly. Okay, we can do that.
you want to get jiggy with it,
Yes.
I saw they was trying to get jiggy with it in the camera. I'm just saying. Y'all will catch it. Exactly. Y'all will catch it.
Yo. Oh, so she dropped out, probably coming right back in. I don't know, it looked like her camera was off. So, all right, my people. I want to wait till she comes back in because I want her to chime into this as well, be a part of this conversation. But I'm gonna start with the question, right? The question to the panel. As you see in the title, is cheating the worst thing that could happen in a relationship? Actually, she's back. She is back. So I'm gonna re-ask the question, right? Is cheating the worst thing that can happen in a relationship? Could it be forgiven? Should it be forgiven? And to what extent, if it could be forgiven, to what extent could you forgive it? Anyone, let's have fun with this topic. Anyone can start. Let's go.
Hell no, it's not the worst thing that can happen. She could get beat up. She could be killed. She could be kidnapped.
Unalive.
Unalive.
Yeah, she could be catfished and like have her whole like identity stolen. I don't think being cheated on for a woman is in the top 5 worst things that can happen to her in a relationship.
Okay.
But yeah, she should forgive him if she loves him because it's our nature to deal with multiple women, and for us, it's not like we are trying to leave. We just using that woman to masturbate because we too lazy to do it with our hands. And then for a dude though, he should never forgive his woman for cheating on him, especially when it's emotional and physical. No, because think about it, like the same hand she rubbed your back with, she grabbed his stuff and put it back in. No.
This is a family show.
You shouldn't have named it this.
I keep telling you, the Addams family was a family too.
You're right about that. So go ahead. Anyone else? Jump on it. You got it.
You say anyone else
I
besides
don't think cheating is the worst thing. I actually think getting somebody pregnant or getting pregnant would be the worst thing.
Why you say
can you elaborate?
I see what she's saying. Like if you're in a relationship,
like if you have a baby or if you have a baby on somebody, I think that would be over just cheating.
Is she saying cheating and getting somebody else pregnant? Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, it's having a baby as a result of those.
Get pregnant. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if she can't have a baby. Oh man.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be horrible.
And I thought God messed up her womb. Anyway,
I think.
Professor, I just want to point out that didn't come from me.
What did I say?
I just want to point out that did not come from me this time.
What did he say?
I missed it.
We're not repeating that. We are not repeating that. We are not repeating that.
He said it's not his fault. He said it's not his fault that God messed up her womb.
Didn't I just say we're not repeating that? Why ain't nobody listening to me? We are not repeating that.
I didn't have to say it. I'm just asking. He said it. I didn't.
Oh man. Yo, shout out to KG.
Hey,
KG, what up, man? KG's, huh?
I was saying hi to Scary.
Okay, so what up, Scary? Scary's supposed to be on the panel. She should be coming on just now. He says no. He said, I always said, if she cheats on me, she was never mine to begin with. I agree. Scary, what up? When you coming on? What'd you say, Shayna?
Double standards.
Yeah. Double standards. What's up, Britt?
I was gonna say I don't think it's the worst thing, but I think it is one of the worst things only because I don't tolerate cheating. Because I know that when cheating comes to face that it's gonna be a trust issues there. So even if you still forgive, you're not gonna forget, and then once the person cheats or whatever, it's always gonna be some kind of trust issue. Like, what's the point of being in a relationship if we can't trust each other? It's always gonna be a back and forth bickering type thing. What happened like 2 years ago when you did this and that? I like peace, so I rather just not deal with that. So if you're gonna cheat, bye. Simple.
So, birthday girl gonna chime in, right? And I
Uh-oh.
know I'm gonna probably get crucified on some levels, but it's okay. For one, I think that the worst thing when it comes to, like, do I feel like a man cheating is the worst thing? No. When it comes to a man versus a woman, do I feel like a woman cheating is the worst thing when it comes to a woman versus a man? I think yes, because whereas women are conditioned, societal, whatever you want to call it, we're conditioned to forgive in that way, right? Oh, it was an indiscretion. Oh, men are blah blah blah. They dip sticks everywhere. Like it's okay, whatever, right? Whereas when it comes to women, it's more like, it's the most unforgiving thing when it comes like, oh, I can't believe you let someone else pee in my yard. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's an ego thing that they just can't get over. So I personally see it that way. But I also feel, and forgive me for all of my religious, well-to-do Jesus people. Shout outs to you guys on this Sunday. It's my birthday.
There we go.
So I personally feel like monogamy is a man-made construct to have an exertion of control over how people behave. So for me, it's always going to look a little different because, relationships differ between people. Monogamy is something that has to be worked upon, not something that's just a natural thing, right? I think it becomes that for women because we've been indoctrinated over years. Like you get the one man, you stay there, you do this. But with men, I don't think that anyone's teaching them. You get the one woman, you don't cheat. If you cheat, do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different kind of conversation and how we actually see things. So that's where my stance is. I don't, monogamy isn't something that people come out and just say, oh, I wish I can find my one person. It's something that we're taught over time. You feel what I'm saying? It's the reason why men will go and cheat but with no intention of leaving their families. It's the reason why you got silly side chicks out here like, oh, he told me he was gonna leave her. We're supposed to be together. No, you dumb ass. Like, so for me, it's just a little different, and that's just my personal take on it. I personally feel like when you really look at it, it's an unnatural thing that people work hard to make natural. And just like anything that is practiced, it can be done with a level of I was gonna say clarity, but no, with a level of what's the word? I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but it's done within that realm. So I'll just say that. Not no fun.
I wanted to ask you a question on what you just said.
Shit.
Hell yeah. Listen, it's your birthday. I let you fly that whole flight event,
because it's my
like
birthday.
2 hours of talking.
Nah, even if he honor that flag on the play, I'm not.
Ooh, not you coming for me?
I'm not. I love you, kid. I love you, kid. It's not true. It's the concept. Go ahead.
Don't forget to send me
the question.
My book.
I'm gonna send you a CashApp. So
look, I might learn how to be right.
Here's the thing, though, right? What you just said, I disagree with when you said that boys are not taught to be monogamous. That's not true. Especially the women in our community teaches the men to be monogamous.
But women are taught that monogamy is the thing. Find the one person. So it makes sense that your mother taught you that. Did your daddy teach you that?
Right. So, but you just said. Yeah, actually, they did.
So men and they acted upon that. Like it was they've never cheated. They've never stepped out. They were just these. You know where
a lot of boys and men get their concept of cheating from, or feeling like they need to conquer other women, is usually men in their circle. So even as a young boy, that's something that you would hear more amongst your peers. But your mother, my dad never once told me, yo, get as many wives as you can. That's crazy. But hold up.
One wife, which I still be having a hell of a money side, bitch. What? Matthew's in the house?
Hell yeah, that's crazy. Yo, Matt, what up, man?
Had you in solitary confinement. We ain't seen you in a month of Mondays. Hey, Matt.
What up, Matt? Shout out to you. Also, Kenny, what up? What up?
Yeah, you can
So, so yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, so as boys, we hear the same thing y'all hear. As a matter of fact, we get shamed if we're cheating on our wives. And like Blockchain said last week, if we cheat, we get condemned for it in many ways. The court system is unforgiving to a husband that cheats on his wife, right? There's so many things
That's
that
a
men
lie.
get condemned for.
Not in all cases, honey. And in Florida, it's a
In the
no fault state,
major
my love.
in the majority of
All
cases,
right,
right?
then.
Yeah, in the
We all
majority of
know,
cases.
yeah, we could talk
Yeah.
about some, but let's talk about the majority. In the majority of cases, men get screwed over in the court system, especially if he stepped out on his family. You know what I'm
And
saying? It's almost unforgiving.
Florida is no longer a no fault state with
As of when?
this year, and they
Shut your face.
got rid of permanent alimony too. So, fellas, if you're gonna get married,
Permanent alimony.
get married in Florida.
17 years now.
Yeah, if you're gonna get married in Florida. At least they trying to ease it in when they screw you at the end. They don't just ram you; they just spit on it a little bit.
I gotta do some research. I wonder if that's retroactive.
It's not.
They throw a little spit shine on it first. Now they don't just.
Yeah, 3 hand rotation, all of that.
Yo, this is a family show. This is a family.
She was talking about shoes. She was talking about shoes. Military, we spit shiner.
Look, these boots are made for walking. You gotta make sure they proper.
Yeah. I spit shine my boots on a regular basis, but I was talking about the boots that they put in a man's ass when he gets divorced. Y'all thought I was talking about something else because y'all are nasty. We were talking about spit shining on the boots because they kick ass
Boots
with a
on
boot
the ground because they kick ass.
Y'all thought we were talking about some Diddy stuff and we not.
There's no baby oil. No baby oil was used in the making of this podcast.
Oh, I put on baby oil every day. I don't know about that. That's different.
So before I go
Candace,
with answering the question, I want to introduce Saraya.
Yo, Saraya. Hey, baby.
That
Say
baby
hey.
on here.
Cute.
Say hey, it's Kimmy, baby.
Cute.
What do you think about the topic?
What? You talk about what you think about the topic. She don't know.
She like breast milk. Give me a titty.
Her thoughts were
Right.
she got here without being cheated on, so that's how.
I was just gonna say that this is a product of me raising my son under monogamy, and when I tell you the relationship that him and his fiance have right now, it's because of the principles that I've instilled in him under monogamy. So I'm going to answer the question. Right. I do not think that cheating is the worst thing. And this is coming from someone who was in a 20-year marriage, a 23-year relationship, and was cheated on, as far as I know, 5 times. And these were like the shortest one was like 9 months. And then the other one, he's still in it. So it was about 2.5 years before we got divorced, and he's still in the marriage and he's still in the relationship now. And we were divorced in 2022. So I've forgiven all of those times. And if it were not for my kids' mental health, I probably would have forgiven that last time too. I know we are. He gonna mind. I know. Yes. That's what that baby thing. So yeah, 5 times. Now, yeah, I don't know if I don't think I'm going for that. Like I say I don't think it's because I do have a forgiving heart. I do have a really forgiving heart. And not off of no like just crazy stuff, but because of my faith. So I do not believe that's the worst thing. I do believe that when someone is getting touched heavily, like DV, I do think that is definitely one of the worst things, or when someone is being their mental health is going out of place. Now, when it comes to what Kit was saying was as far as the whole, like we were bred or raised or born to be polygamous or not monogamy. Monogamy is not a man-made construct. I think that that's something that people who want to have more than one partner use to say that. So I believe that monogamy is something that is going to build the gap. And yes, there are some poly situations where they do it for finances and it makes sense financially, but that is not the best situation. The best situation is between a woman and a man, or being monogamous with a person so that they can grow, because that's what we were created to do. So I don't think cheating is the worst thing. It just is a bad thing. And I do agree with Britt and Shayna, that's your name? I want to say it right. Shayna,
Yes.
that it is something like, even though my ex-husband cheated, because I completely forgave him, there was no, oh, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? There were parameters that we had to put in place to make sure that these things didn't happen again. And we protected our marriage, even though he didn't abide by it. But it wasn't the worst thing, because I still loved him the same way and still loved on him, made love to him, cooked his food, catered to him. I still was the wife that I was the entire time, even after each one, as long as you did what was necessary to save us. So yeah, that's my answer for that.
See, and here's where I'm different, right? You see how you like loving and forgiving. See, here's the thing: it wouldn't be nothing to love or forgive, because I wouldn't even be mad. I'm gonna just, like, if you got a friend, I'm gonna have a friend, because apparently we out here.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that, kid? Why
I
you
don't
gotta
know.
protect? Why you
Why
can't leave?
Why he had to cheat?
Why
He
can't
could
you just
have.
leave?
Why couldn't he just leave?
That's just so much mess, though. That's too
But
many
Callie,
spirits entering
Right.
into the situation. I ain't got time for that.
But here's the thing, see, and I think that's just, it's all about how you think about it, because I wouldn't be perturbed at all. He'd be big mad. I can tell you a story because it actually did happen. But look, when you were cheating, and I didn't even know until I found out, I was minding the business that God gave me. But then when God told me, yo, your dude out here slutting and doing all kind of stuff, I was like, you know what? It was that song, now she want that old thing back. I call a friend. It's called phone a friend. Okay, and a friend that I actually liked being friendly with. And the only reason I stopped being friendly with my friend is because I was being monogamous in my monogamous relationship. But then the monogamy went half, and it was one side monogamy and one side I'm doing my thing. And so I was like, you know what, friend? Hey, friend. Or what we like to say, hey, big head.
So where does the relationship go after that? So you did all that, then what happens? What's next? You just feel good because you got back?
No, I mean, he still wanted to stay with me and did. But
he's an
now
idiot. So you was dealing with a simp.
I wouldn't call him a simp. Like, now that's the one thing I wouldn't say. Like,
yeah, I would.
Here's the
If
thing.
he wanted to take
So
you
he was
back
okay
after
with it.
another,
He was okay with it. Y'all had open relationship.
Oh no, he wasn't okay with it. It was like,
Then he
now
was
you
a
become
simp.
my stalker. So now it's like, no, I'm not going to do anything, and I don't want you doing anything. And now to make sure you're not doing anything, I'm going to be here. And I'm like, whoa, bro, I don't follow you like that. I'm not, look, all 6'3" of you.
Can we agree that's not healthy?
What?
Can we agree that that's
Yes,
not
we
healthy,
could.
though? Can we agree
Yes,
that
we
that's not
could.
healthy, kid?
Define
No,
healthy.
kid. I know you, so I know that you are well aware. Can we agree that it's not
I mean,
healthy? It may be
healthy.
something acceptable for you to do or for certain people to do, but can we just agree, for the sake of making sure that people who are watching and taking us
She's like,
at our word, that it's not healthy?
no, we have to make sure that the folk, okay, panel and chats, let me say this. It's not healthy if it's not something that you can do with a level of understanding of how things and trajectories may go, right? It's not necessarily healthy overall, based on your relationship. If your relationship is supposed to be monogamous between two people, cutting up after somebody cut up is not necessarily the healthiest thing. But I'm one of those that I believe in, look, if anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. So because I have a warped mentality in that way, it's like you could have did a lot of things. You could have left me. You could have not cheated. You could have told me about somebody.
As could you.
But I didn't have a problem. Like, I was chilling.
But if you were chilling, then you would have been okay with him cheating, because before that you didn't have a need to cheat, but you cheated because he cheated. Okay, well, since you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. That means you wanted to do it before, but you decided to be in a monogamous relationship until he gave you the end.
No, but here's the thing: I could have been cheating throughout the whole relationship. We're talking years.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you?
Because I had no reason to. But
So your
what we're
reason
not
now
gonna
to
do-
cheat is because he did.
Absolutely. I am going to make you feel like do and do. You do not get to play in my big grown face and think I'm not going to play back in yours. Play with Jesus, play with your mama, play with traffic. Don't play with kids. Happy birthday to me.
So I guess that was the whole dating. Like Jay Mills said, well, that's the difference in dating and being married. A wife's mentality is never an eye for an eye. I can't, because I know that, forget about what he's gonna do to me. I know that even if y'all don't believe in you reap what you sow, there's karma, baby. It's gonna come back. And then I'm thinking about my children and what they're seeing and what I'm teaching them. My life is a testimony for them and
If
how
we
they
were
are
married,
supposed to be.
if we were married, it might have been a different thing because now we're dealing with a
Okay.
different kind of
Okay.
contract, right? Because now the contract.
What would be the difference? Just the paperwork? That's it?
Absolutely.
The contract?
Absolutely.
That's
The
crazy.
contract. Why?
Not
Y'all,
necessarily.
I mean,
no,
no,
the
I'm gonna
con-
tell you.
a contract, a
No,
contract
just
sets
the
up a
whole.
different. You're single until you're married, and that's a law. Like there's nothing on any document that I fill out.
So
that says
your
committed
word?
boyfriend.
What about your word? What about who you are as an individual, as a person? It should stand higher in any situation, no matter
I
what
kept
you do,
my
whether
word
you're married or
until
not.
the word was. I kept my word until the word was broken. See, I have this thing about look, when they go low, I go to hell. I'm sorry. If I'm married, I might not go to hell. I might go to Jesus and pray about it. You see what I'm saying? Because now I am set in a different level of parameters. I have a different set of rules and regulations that I have to follow, right? Because I am married to the man. Now, if we're in a relationship and it's supposed to be monogamous, and you go and you peel that off, you don't get the right to now claim that I have to be the bigger person and not following your footsteps when we know that once a man cheats, 9 times out of 10, he's either been cheating before or he's going to continue to do so even after whatever. So you don't get to continue to play in my face. I am going to, the same way that you attempted to hurt me, I am going to make you feel that. And here's the thing. He will tell you to this day that not only am I one of the, like, I'm his favorite everything to this day, but he actually learned from when he did that how to actually be proper in his relationships with other women. You understand what I'm saying? So
I like to ask a question.
I was an educator, and you're welcome.
I would like to ask a question to the panel, right? Is it safe to say that if a person cheats on another person, it's not to intentionally hurt that person?
What?
Is it safe to say that?
It's safe to say
If a
it's not
person-
intentionally. It is safe to say that it's not intentionally in some
Here's the thing.
cases.
I have a
I get it.
problem with that. Wait, I have to ask you a question behind that. I'm sorry. It's my birthday. You know the big
Okay.
four
Hold on,
kids.
Shayna, your screen went black again.
Here's my question to you, right? Wait, you all just said. Wait, repeat what you just said because I want to make sure that they understand what I'm about to ask. This is important.
He said he said that he's. Go ahead.
Yeah, please.
Well,
Go ahead, GMT.
is it safe to say that? Is it safe to say that when you cheat on a person, that you're not trying to intentionally hurt the person that you're with?
Now, here's the thing I have against that. How could you cheat and not know that it would hurt?
That's not what he asked, kid. That's not what he asked.
No.
He asked
But
intentionally.
If you do
Because
it,
I agree with what you're about to say.
If you're in a monogamous relationship, anything you do, is really like you did it with intention. When you cheated with the intent to cheat on your person. What you didn't intend on was getting caught. And because you were working on that parameter of I'm going to be able to cheat in peace, all of a sudden it's not, I wasn't going to hurt your feelings. But ultimately, if she finds out, you hurt her feelings intentionally by cheating. So maybe I'm confused on that, but for me it's not that. And just to address Jay, I love you in the chat, Mr. Mills. I love you. But actually, what I said is a flex, and if you don't agree, that's on you. I appreciate that. Everyone has a favorite, but I'm the one that actually taught somebody how to actually be a better man to the other women that he was with. So I wasn't just a flex out of saying I was the favorite. I was the flex because I actually made him grow as a man. So
everybody
all of your witty banter and everything.
Everybody who wants to grow will grow.
Are you saying though, Kit, that your vagina had nothing to do with you being his favorite ex? I didn't think so.
I can't stand Kit.
Hey,
Get off the camera. Get your behind on the camera, girl.
Because she can't say no or yes.
And
It's
kid
not either way.
4'11". She 5'1". So
we the black delegation, will not respond to that question because
it ain't no black delegation, nothing. But I know exactly where you was going with that. The crazy thing is this though, right? I feel like a lot of women are super selfish. You know how we get on men saying like, hey, you gotta have this, this, and this to ask a woman to be that, that, and that. It's mathematically impossible or improbable for every woman to have her own man. So unless you're okay with some of your sisters not having a man, y'all gonna have to share at some point. Because the majority of y'all are going for the same types of men, that small pool of men. So if y'all are all shopping in a store, you got to get in line and wait. And then I was smart, if I'm a woman, I'm Shayna and Britt, we best friends. We both like the same types of dudes or similar. We go into the store, get one, and hey, listen, you can be with us. And that's it. Because now at least they covered. But otherwise, you know what I'm saying, since there is like a billion more of y'all than it is us. And unfortunately, because thanks to Atlanta, 30% of those billion is not. They probably like dudes. So y'all gotta share, and like especially if you don't want to do this ever. You know what I'm saying, had a man's sexual organ in his mouth before. Like y'all have no choice. Like literally, you have.
I swear for God.
Yo,
do we all want the same
to...
man, or is that true? Like, out of the women on here, do we all want the same man? Out of curiosity,
listen.
Let's talk about it.
When I say that, what I'm saying is that when y'all describe your ideal man, he's at least 80 to 85% the same as what everybody else is gonna say. Y'all got differences. Shayna might like light skin, Britt might like Arabs, Kit might like Caucasoids. That's scary. You might like stud. And then Candace, you might like Mexican dudes. The point is the characteristics outside of those, I'm saying small things, height, weight, ethnicity, are going to be the same. Protector, provider, supporter, mentally and spiritual leader, all of that other stuff, emotionally regulated, emotionally mature, healed, all of that same shit is 85% I'm talking about. And y'all don't deviate there. So just find that 85 together and just share them. That way it's not what I did when it was me. Like it was my time.
I wish somebody would come up on Jerome.
I put everybody in a group chat that I was dealing with, like saying, hey, listen, it's 6 of y'all right now. By the time I'm done with this, 3 of y'all gonna fall off. But the 3 that don't fall off, we're gonna have an amazing relationship. And when I told them that, it happened. We had an amazing relationship. But the thing is, I've never been in a position to have to lie to a woman about something. 1, because I suck at lying, and 2, because I'm lazy. And then 3, because 6 of y'all is a lot. Women in large groups annoy the shit out of me. So I picked my favorite 3 out of that 6, and we made it work. There was no lying. There was no, yes, I had to pay, protect, provide for 3 different people, but I still got what I wanted on the end, which was like a different orifice.
He is right.
Like
there we go.
Like every day, and it worked for us. And there's like no malicious intent. There was no nothing, except the cool part about it was they learn how to share. Like y'all learn that shit in kindergarten, except when it comes to a good man.
Yo, hold up, Shayna.
I agree with the concept.
Hey, hold on. Let's hear what Shayna got to say. She like.
No, I'm not in it to share a man. I'm just not into that. I'll be single before I share a man. You call it. It is what it is. Like, knowingly, I don't want to share a man. No.
But you would do it unknowingly. That's where it's dangerous.
I mean, I would prefer to have my man as my man, regardless. But knowingly sharing him, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you're sharing the responsibility for him.
I think that sharing thing that you and Kit got going on, I think that's.
You say you're like 19.
Sharing thing.
Matthew's back, everybody. Matthew's back.
It's a discussion that you have with your other people. But yeah, like I agree with Shayna. I'm on her path. Like,
most women are on that path because y'all don't want to share a man. But then
what I'm sharing you for? You must be so beneficial that I don't need to.
Like I'd rather just be by myself.
That's what we saying. That's what we saying.
And then it's an arrangement. It's an arrangement in our relationship.
You just proved the point that me and Professor have made several times. Everybody has a price, and there's a certain price point at which you will tolerate sharing a man. which is cool as long as that guy can meet it. Now, that price point for mine was shit. We had a house, we lived together, we did house stuff. I paid all the bills. They took care of the woman stuff. I took care of the man stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, but I could afford it also. That's the difference. A lot of
You would
guys are
highlight
out here.
that.
A lot of guys are out here trying, you know what I'm saying, pick and choose like which bill they want to pay for what girl this month, and then think they can have 3 or 4 girlfriends. It don't work that way. But what you just said was that there is a price point at which you will tolerate it, which is great.
No, not me. Not me.
Okay, so, cool.
You just said if you paying for everything,
I'm
Britt.
not gonna. Hey, listen.
I said he must be because I couldn't tolerate that, but I'm sure the other women that you done slept with or whoever you got this group with, they probably, you know what I'm saying, not me. I'm just saying overall.
You wouldn't be the
Okay,
only
I
thing that I
just want
talked
to
to.
address
If I
this
was a
quick.
set,
I'm sorry.
No, that ain't how that
I just
works.
want to address Britt right quick because she threw me under the bus, and I was like, "Wait, I ain't never said anything about me wanting to share. What I said is that if you're sharing, I don't have a problem with me having a friend that I can share
I
with
get
too.
what you're saying.
Now,
That's not how
I
that
don't
works.
have that much
You know,
energy.
it's not
you
how it
know
works.
that's not how it
It's a
works.
group of
Kid.
Here's the
people.
thing: it's
That's
not
what
how
I'm
it works
trying to
in
say.
some
It's a
other
group of
people's
people. I
worlds.
don't care. It's a group
But
of
here's the
people.
thing though, but I never understand stuff like that, right? And the only reason is this, a chick could be with a dude that'll cheat. You know what I'm saying? As long as he come back and apologize and claim that he ain't gonna do it no more, and you're the one, and I'm sorry, and I did that. And I know women who have literally been on the cheat train, and this dude is you're literally sharing at that point. You're literally sharing, whether you
I'm not
want
giving permission to
to do
though.
it
We're
or
not
not.
giving permission to.
And
And this is
Perky,
marriage
Stay
versus
if you
relationship.
if you stay after he did it, knowing the likelihood of him doing it again is higher than not, then you not only
No,
chose
it's
him,
not because you're
but
providing
you
consequences. You
accepted it.
provide consequences to future behavior and you're setting up a way to protect a thing. And that's the difference from being in a relationship than being married because my vow was not just to him. My vow was also to God. So when I wasn't keeping my vow to him, I was keeping my vow to God. It wasn't just for him. It was for me and where I'm going and what's supposed to come to me. So it doesn't necessarily mean I'm allowing him to do that because he's not coming in and saying, okay, I'm going out, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, it was not allowed. No, I need to talk to you at this point. I need to talk to you at that point. So anything he did, it's like that's like blaming the victim. Now it's different if I would have said, okay, sure, you can go out or you can do this and you can do that, and there are no consequences. We don't have to go to therapy. We were 9 therapists over 18 years. So I was devoted to that. You said she threw you under the bus. I feel like you're throwing me under the bus. So
Woo!
marriage is something completely different than being in a relationship. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
giving
Talking
married
him
to
about a
no.
permission.
relationship. Remember,
No.
I told you before when you have a signed contract that requires a judge to disseminate, that requires alimony checks and a kid chart and some old shit. Like that's a different ball game, right? You know that's a completely different ball game. What
Hey,
I'm
listen.
is that if you continue regardless of the consequences, right? You do it this time, I give you this consequence. He cheat again. You okay, you now you give this level of consequence. He cheats again. At what point and level do we say, you know what? This whole playing in my face is just kind of dumb, and I'm the dummy for allowing it. Like, when does that happen? Like,
So let
again,
me tell you, let me answer that for you. Let me answer that for you clearly. Um, and this is honesty, this is full transparency. If I didn't have my children and it was just me until I felt like I could not, because the fourth, so he cheated 3 times, but I didn't find the first 3 times. I didn't find out until after the third one. That's when I found out about when the first time he cheated, second time, and the third time. So that was then. This was before I was saved. This was before I was saved, like for real. This was before I was saved. So I forgave him then, and me forgiving him then was not from a place of wholeness. That was from a place of because I saw my mother doing it. It wasn't from a place of wholeness and assured, like being sure. Now, when I got married and he cheated again, my forgiveness was because something that God was taking me through had nothing to do with him, and it wasn't going to have anything to do with him. My forgiving him had to do with what I promised to God. So it had to do with my relationship with God, not my relationship with him. So whatever he did, that's on him because of what weighs on him as a husband. So The time when it became where we have to stop, so that after that fourth time, we separated. And at the time, we were staying with his parents because he had gotten sick, and I had to work 2 weeks after I had my twins so that I can have him on the liver transplant list. So we were staying with his parents so they can take care of the kids. I left his parents' house, went and got my own place, and at this time, I had left the police department, so I was a stay-at-home mom. Went and got my own place because it was not safe for my kids and their mentality, the things that they were going through. 2 years later, he proved that he needed to do what he needed to do. He allowed me to track different things. He didn't cheat during that time. We got back together. We moved, bought a house here where we are now, and then he cheated again. That was when it had to stop, because it wasn't just about my emotional safety. When my children started to suffer, that was when now I'm responsible for them more than I am responsible for my position as your wife. And when it so I'm responsible for them because nobody else can be.
How
So
did
that is when. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
sorry. Go
ahead.
ahead, Cal. I have a question, Candace. Go ahead. I ask you when you finish.
So that is when I actually said, you need to go out there, get saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Spirit. And when I feel like you're ready to come back, and it's going to be a whole lot more that you have to do, then you can. His response was, well, if we're going to get separated again, we may as well get a divorce. I heard God's voice say, okay. And I said, okay. Because at that time, the time before when I stood, I was the face of Christ, where he could no longer ignore what God was telling him. So I was not doing that work for me or him. I was doing that work for God. So when I showed him the unconditional love, not unconditional access, because as long as I couldn't see, as long as I could see that certain things still was not right, I was allowed to hold back. But that unconditional love, I did that so he could see the face of Christ. And once God saw that he could hear from God, and he continued to make that, God told me I can no longer let the blessings of the righteous fall on the unrighteous, nor the curses of the unrighteous to fall on the righteous. So to answer your question, ultimately, the end of that was when God told me and gave me a release from my marriage.
Cool. So got that part right. This is the question I have. How does a man cheating on you affect the kids? Unless wait,
Because
unless you put the kids in your business.
my okay, I stay in the house with my children. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just him cheating on me, though. He's a narcissist. It wasn't just him cheating on me. So it was the things that he was doing, the way that the things that he was doing. And they could see that. They could see that I'm going through things. And because I couldn't see what they were going through, I was missing things. So because I needed to be present for my children, I could no longer be under that stress, just trying to live every day, trying to stress myself and live every day. I couldn't see my children, and a certain thing happened in my family that I'm not putting out there right now, that it was detrimental to where, in order to save my children's life, I had to lose this because I had to be able to focus on them as opposed to focus on being a wife. Does that
Okay.
answer your question?
Yeah, I've heard. So
My
that's
children,
probably
wait, hold on, one more thing. My children know nothing about the majority. They blame me for a lot because I did what I was supposed to do as a wife and make sure that my husband was respected at the gates. So there are a lot of things that my oldest son is now just finding out because of his fiance digging into things. So my children don't know a lot of what was going on, and they blame me for a lot because regardless of what their father did, I'm still not going in and putting out everything. Now it's gonna come out in the book, though I'm gonna make money off of it. But go ahead.
so no, because I've heard that argument, like I left for the kids, all the other stuff, and that your reason is probably the only one that is remotely logically sound compared to the other shit that I've heard. So I'm cool. Like I've just never understood how telling me being like, "Hey Richie, I ain't never coming home," like affects the kids. Like I've never understood how a man cheating on the mother affects the kids unless they allow it to.
But you have
Because
to realize a man cheating, that means that father is not there. And I'm a family oriented person. I'm raising my kids in a certain thing.
wait. That doesn't mean that he's not there, period. It
No,
just
no,
means
I'm
he's not
saying in
there.
my case, though. I'm saying in my
Okay.
case. And then
Yeah.
in some cases, women just say that. But there are some cases where you have to understand that if a man is spending time somewhere else, he's not spending time with his children. And a man that's giving that to someone else, he's going to have to figure out a way to deal with the back and forth of it. Like his dad's side or his husband's side dealing with the outside side. He's fighting that. that causes an issue inside a marriage that's supposed to be monogamous. It
So
causes it, especially with kids.
I
Kids
can't
see
now.
it.
I won't argue there. When I was married and I decided I wanted to do something different, I had a conversation with her first, explain like, "Hey, this isn't it for me, and this is why." I laid everything out. I said, "Hey, listen, it's not. I don't feel that it's fair that my needs go unmet while I meet 100% of yours, and you're not willing to allow me to explore other options to have my needs met, and I'm not willing to sacrifice those any longer. So you have two options. You can either go with option A or you can go with option B. Either way, option B means you're gonna be by yourself forever. Option B, A means you're gonna be by yourself for 2-3 days at a time because I like
Right.
to travel." And I had the conversation, but at the same time, my kids would have never been involved in that because there's unless the only time that I feel a kid could be involved in it is if the mother intentionally does it. Like she has to, in not your case, obviously, but she has to go and say, "Let me go be sad in front of the kids," or "Let me go say something slick to the kids about why your daddy's not here." Because even when dudes who are doing it, I don't want to say the right cheating the right way, but when guys are dealing with other women, they don't prioritize other women over their children. I mean, the good dads don't. They don't prioritize. Over
The
saying
dads don't. You're right.
getting some sloppy toppy over going to a karate tournament or missing football games or football practices. They do that when it's like it should be a date night on a Thursday. The kids asleep. Oh, I'm gonna go shoot out here for a little bit, go to a poker game or go do whatever. And he's really playing poke her instead of saying the actual card game, right? But he's coming. He comes back home. He's there in the morning when the kids get up, or he's back before the kids wake up. So I just don't see how that affects the children in the majority of cases. In your case, though, God was involved, kids' mental health was involved, all of that stuff I get. But that's like the one. The other 99% of them, I think the mom is just using it to weaponize the kids towards the father.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hold on. I wanted because I see that Sherry Moore actually, basically made a statement in the comment section as women be cheating more than men.
We
I
know
wanted to get back
I
to it.
think so.
But hold on one
They
second.
don't cheat more, they cheat better.
Hold on one second, y'all. Where's Britt and Shayna? I can't see y'all. There she go. And where Britt? So let's get into that topic. Let's get into that topic. I knew you was gonna say that, kid.
I try to disappear every week.
Listen, let's get our audience involved. All right, let's talk about it. So what were y'all saying about I heard someone say that women cheat more emotionally than men.
I said that. I said I think we do, and I think we like to play it off as like us just being nice or whatever. But if you really think about it, if our men do some of the things that we do, and Jerome had to check me. I was on the phone with Professor the other day, and at the end of the call, I said, all right, darling. Jerome looked at me like, darling, and we had a conversation about it. And I can see that, like, if I continue to do that, who knows? Like, as far as like, and not with Professor, but people
I didn't even hear that.
I can be giving someone the okay. I can be giving someone the okay for certain things. So I think inadvertently we do. I can completely agree with that, and we make excuses for it.
There's more ways that women can cheat than there is for a man. That's so of course.
And also when you say the word darling, let's say like you use a term like, hey, all right, babe, all right, whatever. Like Kit says, I love you all the time, right?
I say, hey, love. That's just my
hey,
that's
love, all
everybody.
that.
Hey, love.
Right, and I
love?
think the people that know you know that that's a thing. So it's almost like non-offensive. I wouldn't necessarily say that could open the door of cheating if that's how you are, but I do understand that another person that don't know you could take that as a hold up. You just compliment.
And I don't say that often.
Get butted up. There we go.
Yeah,
So it's not even your thing.
I almost came down to Florida when she said that. I'm trying to tell you.
Shut your face. I can't stand you.
No, I really didn't even.
So what do y'all think?
What
do y'all think about it? Because I'm here. I want to hear more from Britt and Shayna on this.
Me too.
Man, I ain't saying nothing all day. Whatever.
I already told y'all.
I want to hear Britt Shayna too.
Oh, Britt
I'm
said
gonna be quiet.
Britt said a lot.
You had the kid and Candace segment for a minute.
Look, you tried to
I know. We had
I was like, Lord, I said I wanted to live for my birthday, not get rolled over.
I love you, kid. I love you so much.
What I got from that segment is make sure you get a Christian woman because they're supposed to forgive you 70 times 7. So it's good to cheat.
You know what?
So
That ain't happening no more.
Hey, when a woman cheats, you got to go. But when a man cheats, you get to Lemonade album. So I'm just saying, you gotta let us do what we do.
I mean, I know
Shantae,
that.
what up?
I mean, what he said makes sense. I mean, if you
mean-
really like a Christian person, I mean, what he said makes sense. And then we understand when women become Christians again. So, and it's never after it's gotten better, or while they're in their prime. So, I mean, the professor may have made a little sense when he said that, because typically a woman wasting her life goes to shit to go to church. She's not going for faith; she's going for a new start. And she didn't want to be a realtor or a nurse, so she decided to be a Christian. So,
oh my God,
I don't know what else to. I mean, Professor said it all.
Put it right back on Professor. So I want to hear. Oh, hold on. I didn't hear nothing from. Can you eat what? Oh, so you want to speak to Sherry real quick?
To Sherry right quick. She popped this right here, right? So the only reason I will say that that's not necessarily as far as, can you define feeling the guy? Like I need a definition.
Willing to sleep with him.
I would say he's providing something that you are not receiving from somewhere else, and it is filling a void that you are missing from any other part of your life. I completely agree with her.
I got 8
completely
inches.
agree with
She
her.
won't
If I were to
13.
cheat, it's that, but I don't leave it open for that. Like I
if I got 8 inches and she want 13, she gonna go get 13. Like I can't, but that's the difference.
Do you know how many you got to try to find somebody that's 13?
Hey, some women out there like that. Some women out there like that.
Wait. First of all, no, because I don't track nobody else's, so I don't know how many.
Oh, you're right.
But
That's not. I mean, it was rhetorical.
The average woman has, according to statistics, she's been through a mile of penis anyway, so she done found a 13 or 2 in there. That's the one that like that's the setting that she's stuck on at that point. And y'all listen, y'all can go buy a 13, like y'all can go buy a 36. I used to sell them. I used to have a sex store, so trust me when I tell you, y'all can go buy
36.
Yeah, it was double ended. Anyway, listen, we focus on the wrong thing right now.
It's family show.
I don't feel comfortable with this conversation.
Family show.
Yeah, because I'm telling the truth. That's why. Like, hey, but seriously, AdamandEve.com, 50% off. Willie Beeman 357. I think it's still working.
I know that's right.
That's what I'm talking about. But I think she's getting to, like I've said before, that when a woman cheats, she cheats mentally first before she cheats physically. So she has to mentally already have had that relationship with the guy before she goes and does it. So, she has guys in the DM all the time that she may slide to the side, but then when she feels like a certain situation, she's gonna start entertaining that guy more and more, and then she's gonna start cheating in her head, as opposed to a guy. A guy will sleep with a hole in the wall. Doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, like, girls are gonna cheat in their head first, guys are gonna cheat with the first thing that gives them a piece.
That's why glory holes are a thing. Like a dude will literally stick his stuff in a glory and don't care what's on the other side.
They will stick it in any glazed hole that they can find, and they will not.
Shoot, sometimes when it's a fat girl, sometimes it's just a fold. Anyway,
but you know what though, I'm starting to hold on. I'm starting to disagree with that part right there, where women could cheat with they have to cheat emotionally first. According to Kit, and Kit said this a long time ago. She said that women cheat nowadays just off the sheer fact of cheating, just like how men do.
Yeah,
they literally go back home to their husbands and kiss their husbands right after they laid up with another man. So
as soon as they reach around to rinse it off, they're
not really in a relationship. They're not really.
Hey, listen, once I saw a girl that I was dating kiss her kid after some stuff she did to me, I'd never kiss a woman that I haven't seen for the entire 24 hours previous. Like, you can't put your mouth on me if I don't know where your location was for the previous 24 to 48 hours. Because I'll be damned if you go outside and give some roads, whatever, and then come home and kiss me on my mouth. Absolutely not. I'm going to prison. If that for that type of
hold on. We got Mont in here. Mont is in
What's
here.
up, Mont?
What up, y'all?
Ain't nothing.
What's popping, my guy? Talk to us, man.
Yes,
I'm gonna let the birthday girl get out her last thought there before Mont go, because we gotta hear from our brother Mont. What you gotta say, kid?
Oh no. I was messing with Block. I'm good. Like, no. But yeah, I'm
don't mess with me. I don't cheat. I'm up front. I'm not cheating on nobody. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing, and you're gonna deal with it or you not.
And
Like,
I agree because
Now that part I respect.
my
And
theory
that's
is
how I was when I got divorced, baby. Listen, I'm gonna have all four of y'all at the same time. Y'all
that's
either,
different though,
if you
because you're
want
a
number
woman.
one, then you want number one. You
That's
better
different
work
because you're
for
a
it.
woman though. That's kind of like I would never tell my daughter to do that. Like I'll tell my daughter to have one
I
teen at
wasn't
a
smashing
time.
them all though.
Well, then why were you
Sherry, the
dating
answer
them?
to this question is
Because
no.
they wanted me. They had to
No.
compete.
But she didn't
You
ask the
competing for
question.
a
She
woman
made
is
a
crazy.
statement. So, Sherry, do you want to ask the question or do you want to make the statement? Because you made a statement
Well, it was
that we did it.
I asked the question, so she made the statement. I asked the question, and y'all danced
Oh,
around it like y'all was dancing with the stars.
Oh, I never heard you ask the question. I'm like, what question? I'm
Oh,
confused as
God.
shit. Like, what happened?
All right,
But no,
yo, Mark, what up, man?
What up? What we talking about? What we talking
Do
about?
women
they
cheat more
talking
than men or
about?
not?
Just about to change the subject. What was the next question?
Wait, hold up. We about because it is. We are like an hour in, but don't forget, it is my birthday. So happy
birthday.
Like
You gotta
know,
make sure you say it.
And I will drop my Cash App in the chat again because I want to make sure everybody has access because I don't want nobody to be access free. So, but yes.
Oh
birthday.
man, she about to do it right now too.
Thank you. And
so, Mark, do women cheat more than men?
Do women cheat more than men? I don't believe so. I mean, and I could be completely wrong. I know like the studies and all that, but I could be completely wrong. I don't think so. I think men innately do it. And I can only speak from my perspective. Like I've never been with a woman who like I just was with. Now I've never committed to those women. It was all situationships, but at the same time, it wasn't understood. You can't do nothing, but I can do what I want to do. And if you want to do what you want to do, that's cool. But I'm not going to be around you. You're not going to be in my space. But I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you want to be in my space, if that's what you're saying you want to do, just understand what I'm going to do. So, I've always been in that position where they kind of wanted me more.
Mom, you saying that though as a top 1% dude, the majority of men don't have access to vagina. So it's almost now if you said the majority of men that women want cheat more than women, that's an argument that you can easily articulate. It's assertions you can defend easy. But not trying to be funny, but most men are losers. Like super losers. And can't get vagina. They gotta pay for it, lie for it, steal it, and which all three of those things should be illegal. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I think if a dude lie to you and tell you, oh yeah, I got this money, that money, and you sleep with him, you should be able to press charges because he bamboozles you. I feel kinky. But my point is that the majority of men are fraud. Like are super losers and they can't get vagina. You're a 1% dude, you know what I'm saying? You height, money, you know what I'm saying, business, all that other stuff, right? And you're an active father. So you going out to go get vagina is going to be significantly easier than like a guy like Paul. Like Paul is paying for it. Like he is cash apping for coochie. Yeah. You don't have to do that. And the majority of men aren't in your position. Like, and they never will be. Like they won't even know what it feels like to be able to go outside, walk up to any woman and just have a conversation with her, let alone out of three or four of those women, take them home. No, most men will never experience that. And unfortunately, these are the guys that are going to end up getting married or trying to like blow up Brit DMs, trying to chase down Shayna because they trying so hard to just get them one bad one. And then, Brit and them going to be bored and like, damn, I still miss Mr. 13, but, Mr. 5.5 is paying my light bill.
No, that makes sense. That's a different perspective.
I'm glad I'm built different.
I think most men that women want probably cheat more than them versus like the just majority women versus men because a lot of men can't cheat. I get it.
Well, imagine how you would feel, ladies, if you saw your man trying to cheat and then the girl was like, ugh, or like playing him to the left. Like, I think that's worth the cheat. Like, at least if a dude did it, he accomplished his goal. You know that your man is kind of him. But if he in there begging and talking to himself and 15 Instagram girls DMs, and then one of them say, look, the coochie's 2,500, and then you see a Cash App for 1250 and 1250, because you know what I'm saying, dudes probably
break it up.
You gonna feel like you would feel
layaway plan.
You would feel way worse than if you just found out he accidentally got some head one day.
How you accidentally get some dome?
Coochie on Afterpay.
Accidental dome happen?
Super easy. You watching one of these Tyler Perry movies, They show a dude and a girl. You know how y'all get? She ain't even using all three of her hands, and then dude like 3 hands.
I don't even like stuff.
Like, oh yeah, I got an extra hand. You want to see it? It's an accident. You didn't plan for that. It was unplanned. Unscheduled head is the best. So I've heard.
Look.
Hold up, we got a question. Sherry got a question. Go ahead, kid. Read that.
Sherry is one of those. I'm gonna play the left field for everybody. I see.
I love it. What up, Sherry? Sherry, I got to get you on the panel.
Sherry, and you're gorgeous, Sherry. Just want to let you know that your picture is gorgeous.
Hell no.
Sherry Moore says, "I have one last question. I'm gonna say it should. Okay, maybe there's an extra word there. Okay, let's try it again. I have one last question. Should a man still take care of a child if the child is like 8 years old and he found out his wife cheated?" I'm going to answer that and say, what does the relationship between the son and the father have to do with the transgression from before?
I'm trying to.
What?
I think.
What are you talking about?
If you let me finish,
it's not his kid. It's not his kid though. It has a lot to do with
I understand that, but so now, okay, so are we willing to say that we are decimate a relationship with a kid based on the fact of what we didn't know in hindsight?
Yes, F that kid and his mom at that point. What are you talking about?
I agree.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
his issue though is
like what?
Yeah, his issue though in 7 states he can't leave that kid.
Y'all play stepdaddy anyway, so now you
kicking his iPad is coming off my Wi-Fi. His PlayStation can't connect. Like I'm cutting off the electricity in their side of the house. Like y'all gotta go.
Who remember that dance? Dude, stepdaddy.
No,
yeah, no. But like I said, the thing is, the man can't. In certain states, the man can't physically not pay for that kid because he can be put on child support for a kid.
Yeah, if the child is born, no, it's not most. It's most states. If a child is conceived by the woman while she's married, the husband is the father. Trust me.
Yes.
So,
and that's
like what I tell you, it's difficult. Listen. So when my 15-year-old was born, me and his mom were going through it. We were separated, go through a divorce. I was stupid. I hit her one more time because, hey, why not? Some head for the road, turning to whatever else. And now she's pregnant, and she goes to the final hearing pregnant. The judge is like, hey, I can't bastardize the child, so y'all got to wait. So he was born September 9th. I gave her 2 days to go out the hospital, and we were divorced on September 11th. Like, they would. I tried to do it virtual, but they made her come, so I couldn't have her go like the day she had the baby. But I had to get her last name up. But that's not like if you cheat on me and the baby's not mine, I promise you the safest place for you to be is somewhere else. Because
baby, let me help you out. These eggs are like powdered milk at this point because my age grade. Yeah. So you ain't got to worry about if we have a kid, it's a dog, and if I cheated on you and got the dog, then I deserve the damn.
Well, shit, if you get pregnant by me, that's Jesus, baby. So I'm cool too. Either way,
the only thing between us is a dog.
So
okay?
I would say I would give the father advice as the Ben said in this situation is to leave, man.
Yep.
Don't sit there. I'm not staying. If I find out
take
the kid ain't mine,
private.
8 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, I'm out.
But what if she's no longer cheating and that was just
it don't matter.
I don't give a shit.
When it comes to women, that doesn't matter.
You had a baby by somebody else.
And you never told me. So essentially, she's still being dishonest because I had to find out.
I can see that.
Do you know how many pair of Jordans I wanted that I couldn't buy?
And I want my money back.
For your son
basically
too,
circles back around to what we said earlier, that when a woman cheats, a man is gone. It could have been with the milk.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Kid, no kid, or whatever. Y'all are out. So this isn't like some grandiose information. When a woman cheats, y'all leave. If she has a baby, y'all leave. If she farts in the wrong room, y'all leave. Like, I mean,
wait. I disagree with that one.
I
don't like women's farts.
If she passed gas in your offensive direction, y'all leave.
Man, that's crazy.
The point behind that,
I gotta go.
Yeah, if you fart on me, our relationship changes.
I've been trying to get my girl to fart around me for 4 years, man.
What are y'all talking about?
And that's because
I think that's so beautiful.
We can't have fun with the conversation today, okay? But the point in that is whether the reason I'm saying it like that is it had nothing. in this particular instance, she was asking about the child, right? And y'all still chose to leave, regardless of the relationship that you all had with the kid. What I'm saying is, kid or no kid, a woman cheats, y'all are leaving unless you all are what you all call the simps who will stay around with a woman who's doing XYZ. But again, the expectation is that if it's the opposite end, that we should forgive because there's not enough of y'all to go around anyway, and sharing. So again, that's always going to be the answer as far as, oh, if a woman did this, would a man leave? The answer is always going to be yes. So that's why I don't even understand the question. Like,
the question wasn't necessarily would.
It's always the same answer.
Kid, the question wasn't necessarily will he stay with that woman. It was will he at least continue that relationship with the child. That's what I think it was.
Oh, because it said the question that said what was the advice to the man, and they all said leave. So that's why I went there versus the relationship with the kid.
Now, I'm a little bit different too when it comes to this question. I understand what most men are saying, but like, yo, I'm just out. I'm out. And I'm gonna process this as I'm talking to you. I don't really know what I would do, but if I had a relationship with the kid, it's not just gonna be easy for me to leave the kid personally. Because what makes you my kid is me raising you and me putting me putting me into you, not just necessarily, my blood personally. So I can't say that I would necessarily stop having a relationship with the kid, even though I would want to hurt the mom really bad and I would want her to not be rewarded for what she's done. I'm trying to think like how I would be with the kid. Like, I'm one of them people that because I have kids, and those kids to me is my kids. Like when a woman say I had a baby for you, and most men just go with it. Like me, no, that's my baby. Like that's mine. I'm full custody. It's my baby. You had it for me, right? It's my baby. I'm gonna take. I'm kind of like that. So if I don't know, like I would low key want her to give me the baby. I don't want no part of you.
If you know you're not the father, Mont, you would want her to still give you.
I don't know. It's a tough question because like Mont, if I've been pouring into you and investing,
you gotta go through it. That's a good man, Savannah. That's a good man.
And it's not like on some like it has nothing to do with her. And I don't want to reward her. I would actually be very upset with her, and I would think that she's like a trash. Like a woman who touched another man to me is like I can't get that out of my brain. But as far as that kid is concerned, I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't have no parts of her.
So Mont, let me ask you this question: do you believe in mandatory DNA testing at birth?
If I believe in that, if you're gonna have like laws that make me have to do stuff for the kid, I believe it should be.
There are laws out there to make you do stuff for the kid. So
that's in all 50 states.
In that case, I believe in it. Like if you want to tell me like, oh, you was with the kid for 2 years, so you just the dad, like then I believe you should have just got me a DNA test when it was born.
So I have a question for the panel, real quick. What is the opposite of love? Hate. Like, what emotion is the opposite of love?
Apathy.
Who?
Hate.
No, it's indifference. Because hate, you still actually put effort into that. Being indifferent towards someone.
Apathy. Yeah.
Hate is still love, technically, to me. So
indifference and apathy.
Hate is still an emotional. It's an emotional energy. So y'all can.
It's indifferent, right?
Yeah.
The level of indifference that I would have for a woman who put a baby on me that I raised for 8 years is probably unquantifiable even by Jesus or his father. So at the end of that, like you and your mama gotta go. And Mont, you 100 billion% correct. It'll be hard to do. I do hard shit easily every day. I assure you. Cutting off an 8-year-old child that's not mine would not even be in my top 10 that I've raised for 8 years. Because at the end of the day, you have to realize this. You got to stop being a sucker at some point. And if you continue to help that promiscuous woman raising her bastard child, she's getting over on you.
Wow, bro.
Like super getting over on you. And it is my opinion, not the opinion of saying me to marry, mingle, or grown men talking, that any man who would choose to stay with this woman or takes a woman back should give up his right to reproduce. Like, we do not need the world to be populated with most suckers or losers, because if you can't even get the woman to give you a child,
kids.
like if
So
you
yo,
can't
hold
get
up,
the
hold up.
woman,
Look at
Cheaters.
yo,
F them
blockchain. Look at
kids.
this. Look at what she said here. She said, I asked because this happened to a good friend of mine. He stayed
he's
in
a
the child's
loser.
life. But when the biological father showed up, the mother started to avoid allowing my friend to see
Yeah.
his
So
Exactly.
as a
That's that
woman,
3.5.
as a woman, coming from a woman, and there, like even me having relationship with people's children that I've dated, there's no way that I'm going to stay now. There's no way I'm going to stay in that child's life because it was predicated on me and their father. And then when someone else comes in, that person is not going to be like not going to feel secure. However, I was just talking to Jerome about this the other day. The relationship he has with my son, if let's say we didn't work out, it's going to be hard for me to be with someone because I know that that person would have an issue with him being. So I would have to separate that. Like it ain't got nothing to do with me. If y'all playing on them games and y'all talk, y'all playing on them games and y'all talk. But it won't be no, I'm getting y'all together. That's y'all relationship. If you want to continue it, you can. But it won't be me having anything to do with it because I have to respect my relationship now.
It's completely
Okay.
different from y'all side though, because say if it's a
Right.
woman that wants to stay in the child's life, it's significantly easier. Because when women date men who have children, y'all don't do nearly as much as we have to do when we date y'all when y'all have kids. Y'all get to be around the kids when we have them. Most men don't have their kids, but for the weekends or 6 weeks in the summer, whatever, right? But even if he's a full-time father, you're not doing anything else but making an extra plate. Maybe washing some extra laundry, or talking to him and building your relationship with him, which is what we have to do also, right? But you're not paying for anything for him, you're not protecting them, all the other stuff or whatever. So if I'm dating a woman, so I'm dating you, Candace, and I'm the new dude, and Jerome was a dude before me, and he cool with your son. I tell you what's not going to happen. He won't be cool with your son in the present. He will have some fond memories of what they did because
I have to respect that.
Yeah, because my
I have to
place
respect that.
is unchallenged. And what's super unfortunate for women is when y'all date men that have kids that are active fathers. Like date Mont, have a kid by Mont, but then try to date a new dude. Mont's still gonna be the man in your household. Your man will never be number one because his kids are in there. Super unfair and super unfortunate.
It is.
The moral of the story is, fellas, if that baby's not yours and you stay with her, you deserve to have your nuts cut off.
Oh, okay.
Castrate them.
Wait, but here's the thing.
I'm trying to figure that out.
I feel like so when the question was asked as far as the 8-year-old, and the baby was 8 years, I thought it was about they were married and found out his wife had a baby that wasn't his, right? So that's a different level of conversation. You can still get a divorce and all that other stuff because of cheating, infidelity, whatever. But the way that the question was answered, well, like it was just they were dating and then all of a sudden I'm leaving. You feel what I'm saying? They no longer have that relationship. If they're married, until you all sever ties or whatever the case is, that's still their child. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and if you decide not
How the
to,
hell is it their child?
Man, I'm
because the
taking that
law
little
says
nigga
so.
off my insurance.
Because the law says so.
Like, I'm uninstalling his car seat or his booster seat out my car. Like, what are we? I'm deleting his account on my Xbox. Like, when I tell you it's F that kid and his mama, it's F that kid and his mama. Like
1000%.
The day
Yo,
that I find out,
all right.
fuck out, ain't no way.
Yeah, it's done. Yo, I got a lighter question for y'all, and this is a little off the original topic.
Megan, real quick, can I because I wanted to. So for me, it's just, and I still don't know what I would do, right? But for me, like even if I never dated a girl with kids. If I dated a girl with kids, I would need her to really understand, like, if I'm going to be in your kid's life, these is my kids now. Like, you don't have, like, we gonna have to sign whatever. These is my kids now. I don't play about that type of stuff. I'm not about to break up with you, and now it's like, all right, well, I'm not playing with you. What do we have to sign that these is my kids if that's really what I'm going to do? And I'm a man who never even dated a girl with kids. I hit them, but I never actually was playing with nobody kids or nothing like that.
Right,
So,
exactly. Mattress food.
If I'm going to do that,
oh my God,
these is my kids, baby. Listen, I'm not about to be in your house talking about some, are you talking back to me? I'll wait till your mom get home. I'm gonna tell your mom, no, I'm gonna whip your butt because you my son. You're a part of
what
I'm the leader of this house.
What if the father still?
If the father not cool with it, I'm not dating shorty. Like if the father's not do.
Hey, he
if
gonna
the
have
father's
to.
not cool with it, then we can't even.
That's different.
So
That's a different
come on, let's say
conversation.
let's say that the father's cool with you dating and being even taking this a big time father role in the kid's life, but the only thing he would not take is you putting hands on his kids.
No. I'm not being. I can't be in that situation. Because I got kids myself. I'm not about to treat you different than my kids. I'm not about to be whipping my kids when they bad, and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna tell your mom. Like I am the leader of this house. I'm the head of this house.
Mine now.
Yeah.
If you
for one, if you're not letting me discipline your kids, that mean that I'm not the leader, and that mean that your kids can grow up. I'm responsible for my kids. So when they grow up and they become pieces of shit to some degree, I'm gonna take responsibility for that, right? I can't have kids in my house that I'm not even gonna take responsibility for when I'm responsible for their mom. Like their mom is under my covering and you not under my no, we're not doing that. This whole situation not gonna be there. So it's like it's one or the other. Either everybody accept me as the leader, y'all understand I'm the head of the household. I'm saying everybody respect me, or it's one way or the other. It's not no really in between with me. So whatever I gotta sign, we gonna sign it.
I agree with what he's saying, but I also know the other side of it, and I know that there's not men. I'm trying to think how to word this without pissing y'all off. Yeah, it's like as a guy, right? I typically don't date women who don't have children because if you're my age, don't have children, there's a reason for that. Work. Yeah, it's something's up, but it's not my business. I don't want to get into it. But like he said, those are my kids. So my problem is this.
Say you too quiet.
My problem is this: is if when you're dating someone that has kids and the dad comes into play. Like you just said, Mark, those are your kids. I agree with you wholeheartedly. But where I think we defer is how we handle the father. Because, you know what I'm saying? You said the father got to be cool with it. To me, he don't. Because he got two options. Either get his family back or come get me out this house. Both of those options are unavailable to him once I'm in the picture. So he's not going to be able to do anything but take it how I'm giving it to him. Because now at this point, everything that super Paul. But everything that happens in this house now is at my direction, at my discretion, and that includes you coming over here to see your kids if stuff get too crazy. So I just think it's a dangerous position to be in for people that in our shoes that have the ability to reach as many women as we do, because when we pick them. Those relationships that come with those kids is forever because of how we are as men. But then we also have to understand, like, come with that baby daddy stuff. Like the guy that said, if I date a woman, her son's father got to be dead or in jail. Like people thought he was crazy. I understood that. Like, I mean, cool. Get out of jail when 18, y'all can have the conversation. But for these 18 years while you sitting down for that double murder or whatever, I got them. And then, but if it's a girl and I raise you, your daddy's not walking you down. Your biological father is not walking you down the aisle either, especially if I'm paying for the wedding.
Hell no.
Pay for his commissary or whatever.
That's wild that you said that because there's actually it was a while back and it was like a whole thing where this lady she had been dating her and this man have been in a relationship for like years. He practically raised the daughter, the whole 9 yards, right? And when it was like he was paying for the wedding. And they invited the real dad. You saw that? Yeah, and it was hell because it was like, all of a sudden she wanted
They told him he had no rights in that. He was paying for the whole thing. He had no rights.
The actual boy, like the new dude was paying for everything.
Everybody would have been spitting back up that champagne right immediately. As soon as she said it, everybody
it
back up, spit champagne.
Everybody in the gut.
So
I'm not an Indian giver.
So he actually stopped everything. He stopped everything when she decided that she wanted her real father to walk her down the aisle, and this man is paying for everything. They playing in his face. He literally go ahead, let me cancel these checks right quick. And literally was like, yeah, I'm not paying for this. Like, I'm not even, y'all don't even really want me here. I'm not even a part of this. I'm just a paycheck. So if I'm just a paycheck, I can take my paycheck elsewhere. And
I'm not an Indian giver by any means, but my my preferred method of conflict resolution between men in a situation like that is physical violence. Like me and her daddy would have to see each other. Like, just the audacity alone. And then after
But here's
that,
the thing: you want to see him for their doings.
no, I don't want to see him for. I don't want to see him for anything but other because I enjoy violence and it makes me feel better in that moment. Because I can't beat up her mom. I can't beat up her. He's the only person that if I fight, even saying he's not gonna have to be here forever. Now, Lord forbid I lose because now I probably lost my girl and my pride. But at that point, you think that you finna come to a wedding that I paid for, and then you gonna take my spot, sir? Listen, I fight people for trying to cut me in line, let alone trying to cut me in like walking my daughter down the aisle. Like fisticuffs. Like we have to like
yes.
What do the kids say now? Like I want my fade. You have to give it to me in that point because how disrespectful it is.
I gotta run you this
wobble
fade.
up.
What?
The fade has to be.
If anyone is watching on IG, do me a favor, come over to YouTube.
Come on now.
I'm spending $200,000-$300,000 on a wedding, and then the dude who just got out of jail from dropping a soap the day before think he finna walk you down the aisle? Absolutely not, sir.
Like the hell you say?
Listen, if that's the case, and I know that's what you're planning, I'm writing your parole board and reminding them what all.
Hold on. I'm getting feedback.
That's either Professor. That's Shayna, because Professor on mute.
Shayna fucking them chips up.
Shayna. They say Shayna eating
Right.
chips. Yeah, there was a lot of feedback.
My sure mic don't make that kind of noise. Candy.
Oh, he said boo boo. But no, I can get it though. But I mean, it happens, and it's like it's a slippery slope.
It's a shootout.
It's a slippery slope.
Sorry.
Right? Because
It's a shootout.
It's one of those things. He is.
I don't think it's very slippery.
Bro, I just don't tolerate disrespect from men like that. That's crazy to me. To even think that you have a right to do this. No, like listen, it's just me and you in the parking lot, and whoever come back in, like you saying, we gonna fight in our good clothes to get it over with. Like it's no other option.
Yo, Hick, what up, man? My God.
This low key shows me like a lot of guys are soft, right? You couldn't have possibly have raised that daughter if she thought that the logic of doing that was okay. Like I know my kids, I'm around them too much. I'm putting too much into them. Like they gonna know that don't make no sense. Like I don't know. It's almost like you were helping raise the kids in the house, but it's like there's always women put like a restriction on you of like, all right, just to this much is all I need from you. That's not okay with me. Like, no, I'm raising the kids. Like
there's a reason why the women I have children by are still single and our kids are grown. Like there's a reason for that. And it's because nobody wants to come behind somebody who is in that house every day. Like listen, I told Mingo I want my ex-wife to go on season 3 of Meet to Marry. Like I told her about it. I'm trying to make sure I'm not a hater, nothing by any means. Please go get married. Like find love, and I hope it lasts until you die. Like please, but that guy just has to understand that you on my payroll. So at the end of the day, my employees do what I tell them, and you know what I'm saying, and what that is be peaceful and then prioritize my word over anything else. You wouldn't deal with that, Professor. You wouldn't think that. It's difficult for them to date because of what they are. Excuse me, who they chose to have children by. I kind of wish I was a Walmart nigga. Then they'd have been okay. But I'm balling. I'm make 60. I work at the post office, so you know what I'm saying. Like I get a little bit more say because they don't do the right shit. I just misdeliver their mail.
Blockchain like get down and lay down, motherfucker.
So all right, check it. I wanted to get off this topic real quick, and I have a question before we go. Right, this way this could make it a little light, and everyone could chime in. Y'all are at a restaurant. You and let's say it's 15 of y'all. How does the bill work?
It depends. So I know how my friends and I do it. We play credit card roulette. We put the credit cards in there. We put the credit cards in the bowl, and we pick a.
He got it.
We put credit cards in the bowl, and we pull out the credit card. Whoever credit card comes out, that's who pays.
Okay. How do you feel about that, Britt? What's your stance on that? How does it work?
15 people. I guess it just depends. Like what the professor said is one way. Another way, just split it down the middle. Another way, whoever got the most money just pay for it. Everybody cash app them.
No.
I mean,
What?
it just depends.
No.
It just depends. I've been on a lot of group trips, and that's just how I went a couple times.
Split it 15 different ways. We need 15
I have
different
a
checks.
question, but in this scenario, am I single or not?
Right.
That's a different answer.
Are you in a relationship?
If I'm in a relationship, or am I single when it happens?
Well, it's you and a group of people. So maybe y'all are in relationships. Maybe
also,
not.
what's the acquaintance too with the group
No,
of
like
people?
I'm saying,
either way,
like,
I'm so
it's that group of
sorry.
people. Like you're saying, is it like me, my girl, and other people, or just me and 14 other people? Because if it's me and 14
other people, but it's one of your.
Oh,
so
that's
you
easy.
14 other people, and it's one of your boys' birthday.
Yeah,
How's that?
I'm paying for who I'm sleeping with. So whoever I'm smashing is who I'm paying for. If it's me, my girl, and 13 other people, I just pick up the tab. Like, but my friends and all, we're all like that. Like, shit, ask me and Mont. We fighting to get the ticket when we go out. Like, that's a thing. But I'm saying that nigga is sneaky though. I don't know. He's sneaky fast. Like, I think he gives a
card when you walk
card
in.
like when we make the reservation on open table. I don't know how he do it, but like they don't even bring the check to the table. Like, no, we can just go. But if it's just me by myself, I'm not paying for 14 people because one, I don't like 7 of them. I don't know another 5, and then the 2 that I'm sleeping with, cool. I'll cover their tab because again, if I'm in your guts, you can be in my pockets. But I'm not paying for the whole table. Like that'll never happen. Excuse me, unless I'm with my woman.
As for me, it depends on who at the table. Like, cause kind of like how they feel about like a woman cheating. I kind of feel like if you a bum and you hoping that somebody at this table like get it without actually like asking you for money. I don't want that to happen. Like if you want to ask people for money, ask people for money. But like I'm not about to pay for everybody and you came here and you knew you didn't have the money to pay for it. And I'm about to be paying like no, like if I'm there and we all equals and all that, I don't care who pay for it. I pay for it. I love to pay for it. But if I'm there with like some bums,
I don't hang out with poor people at all. Like we did a Miami trip with some couples, and 3 of the couples was using CashApp cards and was waiting to get paid. They couldn't check into their room until midnight when we got there on Thursday because they had to wait till their paycheck to hit. I'll never do that again.
See that situation, I'm not paying for nobody nothing. Like I'm not paying for nobody nothing.
Wow.
I'm only paying for people who I know would do it for me, or people who I know just got a good heart, or like I'm there on behalf of my folks, and I really respect them. So I'm or I'm there with my girl and it's her whole family, something like that. But I'm not paying for people if I know that if I don't know you and you might be poor. Like I don't know.
You can tell when somebody broke based on how they order because they start off with some bullshit like an appetizer, and then after everybody food get here and they eat, and then they order something like they order their entree late to see what everybody else is doing, hoping they can blend in. But say if the panel all went out right, it would. I mean, I would cover the panel now because I know Mingo, I met Kit. I'm saying I met Professor. Saying talk to Candace on this show a billion times. Damn, he took your name down, but I forgot. But the quiet one in blue,
Shayna.
like if she came right, I wouldn't mind pick up the tab just because it's cool. But I'm also just we go out to eat. They just kind of bring me the check anyway. I don't know what it is. They just like give it to him. Like ask Mingo when you went out to eat, they didn't even look at us. They were just like, hey, they just brought the check and was just like, oh, yeah.
Right.
It's
right.
I don't have that problem for real though. But like in a group of 15, 14 hang with a bunch of broke women, no, if I'm not sleeping with none of them, I'm not paying for none of them.
Ladies, do y'all feel like y'all go through that a lot when y'all hang out with y'all friends?
I only had the salad.
So, Britt, I'm gonna let you go because you a guest. I'm gonna let you go, Britt. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't hang out with broke women. I think it's the amount, the matter of paying. Because like some people have cash, some people have cards, some people, and a lot of restaurants, they don't let you, split it like 15 ways with 15 cards, like that. So, like I said, we'll just give it to, one person and then everybody just send their money or if you got cash, give it to that one person to pay the bill. That's how that works.
Okay.
So
what about you, Candace?
I don't hang out with a lot of women anyway, and I like to prepare so that I know. So if somebody invites me out and there's a whole group of people, I'm gonna ask how's like it's somebody paying, like if it's somebody's birthday, I'm always going to go in, and it's somebody that like that I know or that I love. I will probably end up picking up their whole tab, but I'm gonna pay something on it. I'm definitely gonna leave a tip, but I'm probably gonna just pay for me. And like I have to make sure I know what's going on beforehand. Like I've never been able to be in a position where I don't know who's going to pay for what, just because I prepare for everything. So yeah, there's no way I'm paying for everybody, especially for people who are looking around at the end to determine who's going to pay for what. You should have known, and you should have been responsible enough to come out with some money in your pocket. So if I did hang out with people, it's going to be with people that I can have those conversations with, as far as, and that I don't need to have those conversations with, because I know you got yourself, unless I say, hey, come on, let's go out and I got everybody. I'm doing a celebration. I'm doing it for my dude, but I'm paying for everybody because I want them there. I want him to have a good time. So it'll be me basically putting on an event for someone else. But yeah, nah.
If I invited you, I'll pay. If I'm hitting you, I'll pay. But if I'm getting ready to hit you, I'll pay. I mean, because one thing I'm not gonna do is not let me have like picking up a check be the reason why I didn't get no coochie. That's crazy.
And I'm one of them people like who, when I go out to eat, I order exactly what I want to eat, even if I'm not going to eat it. I don't care. I order it, and I don't like having to think about what I paid for and all, and everybody doing that whole dance. Like if I'm
Yeah,
going to order
man.
whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm not looking at I'm not doing that. So
Yeah.
Like one time
That
we
is
was all in
stressful.
Dallas, and what was it? We was out there for like 3 days, right? And
Yeah.
one day we all it was me, Mont, and Blockchain. And the first day we went to a restaurant, Mont was like, "Yo, I got to use the bathroom." Came back, the lady came and was like, "Yo, he took care of the bill already." I'm like, "Yo, hold up, what just
Yeah.
happened?" The next,
Yeah. Sometimes
and
you
then,
just slide her the card.
yeah, and then the next day, Blockchain did it. So I was like, you know what? I can't be the broke one in the group. So the next time we went out, I had to do it. So
You had to use the bathroom. You had to use the bathroom.
No, but see, that's what I. So when I go on dates, that's what I do. Like I give the waitress my card as soon as we walk in the door, so that she don't even bring us a bill. She just runs the card and keeps it moving.
Hey, sometimes you gotta wait because you want them to hear that metal. You know what I'm saying? When you pull your card out,
Not metal, fancy Negroes.
Okay,
hit the table.
Goddamn, this
Sound
card
like
is
change.
Palladium, baby.
About so they cars they make a different level of sound when it hit the bill.
Get this Palladium in your life. It's
I don't know. Me and my friends, we're very much the splitty type. But we all respect, each other's budgets or rules, regulations, whatever we say. For the most part, if we go, we get what we want. We, sometimes, want to treat, everybody. Somebody might, buy a round of drinks, somebody, you know what I'm saying? But it's all reciprocated properly. No one is left feeling like they have the short end of the stick. Our friends make sure that, if it's a birthday, birthday person doesn't touch anything, you know what I'm saying? Like we all kind of split. So, I feel like know your audience when it comes to stuff like that.
So can I ask? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, love.
I just wanted to ask a question.
I got
Go
a
ahead, go ahead, Mark.
quick story. It's 2 seconds. I actually went out to dinner before with me and my girl and two of her family members who said that they was gonna take us out. And so we got there, we ate. I ordered whatever I wanted. I ain't ordered a lot, but I ordered. I'm getting 2 entrees. I'm getting, I ordered it, and the check came, and they was about to pay for it, and he said, "Yo, take this much off of this card, take that much off of that card." I was like, "Oh no, it's cool. Just take my card." Like, because they was about to. He said, "All right, 50 off of here, take 60 off of here, and then use the rest cash." I'm like, "Nah,
Yeah, that's rent money right there or something. He paid.
So you shouldn't even be outside.
But that was her family, so it was, I ain't even, they live a simple life. So
outside of broke men, is that whole split the check more of a female thing than a male thing?
$1,000,000,000%.
They can't see.
Yeah.
Cause they're not used to paying for stuff.
$1,000,000,000%. Dudes will pay. I've never been out with regular working friends, and they've been like, "Let's split the check." It's just whoever got it, just get it. But I've also never been out with women, and then they not be like, "Who paying the check?" or looking around to see which dude they gonna get to pay for their food. So
I hate that. If I can be honest, I personally feel like that makes us as women look like just super bad, because it's like, be prepared. And this is just me. For one, I'm fortunate that, you know, I've been able to do for people do for me a lot, right? But it's one of those things where it's like, be able to pay your own tab in the event that someone does cheat, and not be looking around like without the understanding that someone is going to do it, right? Versus you having that look of please sir, pick me. It's just kind of crazy how that like comes off, and then how you end up looking to, you know, the men or men's that you're looking to pay for the thing. But I've always just been like that. Like, you know, if I want he has his head turned down. I was about to say like Amiri said, because I was reading his pat. But like Mont said, like, you know, I'm gonna order what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want the double whammy dammy whatever. And if I want that, I want that. And I want to feel like, okay, if they pay for it, that's great, right? And that's a really nice thing to do. But I need to be able to know that I can cover my own bill, so I'm not looking around scrambling, pulling out 3 cards, praying for cash to fall in my pocket, whatever the case is. It's just a tacky look to me overall. It's just like, you know, it's nice if they do it. Make sure you can do for yourself.
Hey, paid tab relations,
or just make sure you got dope friends like, you know, blockchain, and just smile real big, you know.
First of all, don't smile at me, because I'm not gonna pay for your food because you smiled at me. That's rude.
Say smile real big, like
that's rude.
It don't matter. You're gonna be eating
I think
blockchain
blockchain
food
embarrass you if somebody put on a big smile just and look at them. You're gonna be like, what you looking at?
I'm like, listen, you can't do nothing to me with your mouth closed and showing me your teeth. Like, that's not attractive at all.
I cannot stand him.
Yeah, you need to make me think you don't have teeth in your mouth.
Yeah.
Then I'll pay for a lot of stuff.
I never bought a girl a drink. Like,
bro,
you know, like guys women expect. I never bought a drink.
Oh, you talking about like going to a bar? You never just like?
Yeah, I never like saw a girl that I didn't know. I thought she was attractive, and I was like, "Hey, let me buy you a drink." I never did that.
You know when? You know the only time that
I never did that either. I never did it either. When I was single, I never did it.
That's guys' move, and I'm not about to be funding your night to go home with somebody else. I'm not doing that.
Like, that's how I feel about it. That's like me putting gas in your car so you can go to your side nigga house. I'll never do that. Like, and like you leave with money in strip clubs, like not in bars and shit. Because so you want to talk to me because I bought you a drink? One, I have a thing about sleeping with drunk women. I can't do it. It's a non-starter for me. So if I know you've been drinking, I'm not sleeping with you because I don't want you to wake up tomorrow and be like, why am I still tied up? And then think I kidnapped you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever want you to forget like this. You signed up for this. Like, I had your consent before I did any of this other wild shit we did. You told me I could do it. And alcohol is just not. It shit tastes like slave tears anyway. I don't know how y'all drink that shit.
Slave tears?
Like, Listerine board and slave tears with arcade tokens. It's disgusting. I don't know how y'all drink most of it.
None of that stuff.
I don't know what you drinking.
There's a whiskey though, man.
I'm with you, bro. I like that tequila represent.
Hennessy tastes disgusting, but there's this whiskey
tastes like Listerine boiled with arcade tokens in it.
Hold up, there's a whiskey. It tastes like peanut butter. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You ever had a screwball? The peanut butter screwball?
Screwball? No.
A peanut butter screwball?
I've had lemon drops, birthday cake shots, Gatorade shots. Man.
And I don't even drink like that, but that's the only thing I would drink, y'all.
That's how you know Professor got women. He said he done had lemon drops, birthday cake shots. That's how you know Professor got women. Because dudes ain't ordering that.
Oh, I never say order none of that shit.
I know you didn't. So you said, I'm like, no. Because if I thought you ordered it, I also thought that you probably like was trying to order one of them 36 inches for me back when I was running my store. But since I know you weren't, I don't think that was
International Quiet Storm is in the building. No. What up, my guy? Yeah. So, all right. So we had a good show. We're hitting the 2-hour mark, and I know a lot of y'all gotta go. So, with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for joining the 50th episode of Open Conversation. Thank you.
Well deserved. Lots of hard work.
Yeah.
We got Brittany drunk. We had a great
Yeah,
show.
you put in a lot of work.
No, I swear this is water. I just been pouring it like this. Like
No,
Wait, I don't know. Now I'm on their side. It's the cup for me.
Like, hold
It
on.
is the cup for
If it
me.
was
That's
water,
all.
if it was water, why not drink it out the water bottle?
That shit, yeah, that shit
bro.
yellow.
because it's too big, like to be drinking. Like you know what I'm saying? It looks
Right.
cute like this.
We know she wouldn't order them 36
That's a
inches
liquor
BCV.
Not today, Britt. That's the tannest water I ever seen in my life.
I only showed like 400 or 500 of them 36 inches when I was.
I had a watch party yesterday. We got cups left over. I just poured the water in the cups.
Yeah. The lies you tell.
You had what else?
That water is yellow as hell. You drinking piss?
It's clear water.
Not today,
Oh
Satan.
man, yo, so on top of that, let's also not forget to re-wish our lovely kid a happy birthday once again.
My dog birthday.
Happy birthday, my sister.
It's my dog
Happy
birthday.
50th, kid. Happy 50th. I mean 44th.
Don't make me punch you through the screen.
Tried it.
Oh man.
No, because there's gonna be a conversation between you and Jerome again.
You know what?
You be out of control.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You already know how Chill got it that Sunday. Don't do that.
Don't call me darling either, Candace, because you call me darling, that means you trying to tell me I can fall in something. Don't misunderstand. My name is Blockchain.
Hey, okay, get off me. Get off me.
I don't need that's exactly what you have to be saying. So I don't
Right,
want
exactly
more
that part.
adjectives. My name is Blockchain for a reason. Not darling, not handsome, not big head. Blockchain. We keep that shit real professional.
I would just like to say that
thank y'all for saving my life.
All of my loves. I appreciate you guys. Like y'all are amazing. I appreciate being here every Sunday, even though I be looking for an exit every Sunday, but I'm always gonna show up. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the gifts. I appreciate the time, energy, and yeah, I'm about to go and do what I do.
Happy birthday, boo.
Happy birthday. We love you. We love you. We love you. Also, if y'all haven't watched Meet to Marry season 2, episode 1 aired yesterday on YouTube, and our girl Britt is on it. So check out season 2, episode 1, and see our girl Britt on it. She did a great phenomenal job.
She was drunk on the show too. So
you can't trust a professor. You ain't gonna learn nothing.
You're
You ain't gonna learn nothing.
Hey, how you doing?
Go check me out. Go check me out.
I'm excited.
Why your clothes look like fruit stripe gum? No, go ahead.
So, but thank y'all so much. If y'all don't mind doing me a favor, my panel will hang out backstage for a little bit. Y'all know how we do. We'll have a good conversation backstage. With that being said, y'all, much love, much respect. As I said, don't forget, tell a friend, and please share Meet to Marry. Let everyone know, like everyone in your contact, just create a message and just send it over to them and say, hey, listen, look, watch this. It is dope. I put a lot into this season.
Everywhere.
Yes, watch it on your TV, on your phone, on your tablet, everywhere. So thank y'all so much for joining. Thank y'all so much for watching. We greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the super chats. To everyone that super chatted, and also my guy Blockchain with the $100 super chat. Much appreciated and respect. Love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Living in a blinded town, am I running out of time? play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach, white water running down our feet. Make love and repeat, I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. It's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving at first, don't save me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Make you wanna stay with me? Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
Oh,